Hello everyone, welcome back to Crobaton D&D 5th edition campaign by me, Tom, aka BlazeFort, aka your chaotic evil DM. I have my lovely players, Justin.
I didn't organize my dice.
Who didn't organize his dice. We have Riley.
Hi.
We have Mare, who just took a bite of ice cream. We have Mary.
I did organize my dice.
We have Alex.
Hello.
And we have Josh.
Hey. I only have digital dice.
I have liquid core dice. They're pretty cool.
As you couldn't see it.
Nope, could not. I thought it would. It did not.
If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, maybe subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Exclamation point goal in the Twitch chat for my sub goal, / Twitter follower / YouTube subscriber goal. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord so that you know that when I and we go live. Am I forgetting anything else before I do previously on Crobaton?
Nope.
All good.
Okay. So, previously on Crobaton. The party awoke after spending a night in a stakeout trying to lure out a pair of creatures, one of which had been seen stalking around the town. The other was a surprise to the party. In the morning, they made their way down to Gorkil's office upon his request. He and the party spoke, although he seemed frustrated and angry with the party's actions. Gorgon almost challenged Gorkil to combat, but the party left without any physical confrontation, but also without any reward for their efforts. They also promised to leave rather soon. They visited the Urgnat residence once again, where they got to meet Arha and Druk Urgnat, more of Gorgon's siblings. Gorgon, Edelweiss, and Throden saw Gorgon's mother again, but no improvements were seen. However, it was on the party's way here that Zinira and Melika became aware of someone following the party. This orc began talking to someone across the street, so Zini and Melika snuck around to try and figure out who he was and what they were talking about. We left off with them in close approach and a raven with a small parchment landing on the windowsill of the Urgnat residence. So who would like to do something first? Melika and Zini, or people inside?
We didn't get to follow up on Cindy and Malika, so it probably makes sense to start with them.
Okay.
So just to remember, I know he's like talking to a dude, right? Just like in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we are...
You kind of like went down
like,
the street and
behind
then
him.
like circled around to try and get like
behind,
closer
yeah.
to him without him noticing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just attempt to get kind of closer to listen to what he's saying without being spotted?
Yeah. I think you both have your void cloaks on, so give me stealth checks with advantage.
We're some sneaky people. That's a 28 for Zenny.
19 total.
Okay. So you're able to get within like earshot of this orc, as you can see. His skin is gray, but a bit darker. He's fairly tall. I think he's not quite as tall as Edelweiss, but I think taller than anyone else in the party.
Rude.
He has a narrower face and a large nose, and dark brown eyes. He's bald, clean-shaven, but he has a goatee on his face and tattoos. There you can see lightning bolts going up the left arm. What he seems to be talking about, which I'm just going off of, like, your proximity and like passive perceptions. He seems to be looking for someone of the Urgnat residence, someone who hasn't been here in quite a while. He seems to be asking this other figure. Just seems to be like a casually dressed orc. Not anyone of like particular interest. How long do you stick around?
Guess as long as we can to hear as much as we can without getting noticed. If it's starting to feel suspicious, maybe we back away. Also, what is Thieves' Cant? Because I've seen it used as a spoken language, I've seen it used as only symbols, and I've seen it as like hand symbols. So what do you want Thieves' Cant to be?
I'd say it's like a mixture. Like it is like things for people who know Thieves' Cant to talk in almost a like coded language. So it's probably like more than just verbal or just somatic or just written, but it has a culmination of different things from different languages that like all kind of melt together. So like, if you wanted to use hand gestures to try and communicate, you can communicate to an extent.
Cool. So yeah, I feel like we're staying silent by using like stay here or like should we go? He's asking about Gorgon.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we just hang around doing cool hand signals until it feels suspicious or he walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They continue the conversation for a little longer. Keep in mind, like they've probably been talking for a little while now. Then the neighbor does confirm that, oh yeah, I saw someone enter the house with a few other people. Not making any mention of, oh hey, people left and haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, they seem to have noticed at least a party went into the Urgnat house.
If I signal this to Maleka as best I can, if this guy starts looking like he's going to the Urgnat house, I would like to confront him.
Okay.
If Maleka agrees, if she confirms that idea.
I agree as long as we're not like, I don't know, I feel like confrontation's a strong word.
Yes. Okay. I want to chat with this man.
Yeah, I want
I
to
don't know
like.
why everyone thinks that I solve my problems with violence.
No,
but...
I just wanted to clarify choice of words.
I mean, they are aggressive blackflips.
But yes, I do agree with at least trying to talk to this man, whether we are letting him know that we're part of that party and we're like, hey, why are you following us? Or if we want to try to like distract him and no, he's gonna know we're very distinct people. He's gonna know we're part of the party.
We're some weird ladies.
Never mind.
But try to chat him up and find out what he's doing
Yeah.
before he goes in.
I will also remind you, while the wood cloaks help you hide, if he sees you with them on, that is also pretty scary.
Zenny says that we should confront him, kind of motions if he moves, we also move, and then takes a second and then should we take hoods off if we go out there? Hoods off, great, cool.
I would like to. I think my goal, while we're waiting and listening to him, I want to know why he's trying to find this missing Ergonaut. So I'm just hoping that he's going to be mentioning this to this stranger.
I'd say make an insight check.
Okay. $14.
Okay. I will remind you that there was a conversation that you guys missed before you got here, because you had to take time to circle around. You guys went inside.
No, he said it then.
But
Yes,
what you
we
can
want to be
kind of
sneaky.
what you can kind of gather off of these two individuals, they seem to be not be friends but familiar with each other.
Yeah. I'm picturing it as a small town kind of thing, where the guy is here following us and is just kind of killing time, talking to this dude who's across the street raking leaves. Who he's known for years.
Oh yeah, buddy, I can spare you a few minutes.
Yeah, it's the town sheriff going around and talking to his football buddies.
The other option is that this guard has checked in on the Ergnauts before,
True.
and that he's come to chat about them previously. Because I'm suspicious of everyone.
Okay, well, after a few more minutes, the orc and the person kind of say their goodbyes. You do catch the name of this orc. His name is Dren. Dren.
Sounds like it could just be Drenna in disguise.
But after he leaves the other orc, you see him kind of motion towards the house, but then start to look around.
Towards the Ergnat house.
Yes.
Can we spot any other guards nearby that we didn't notice before?
I'll say make a perception check for this one. You can both roll or one can help. And if you have the cloaks on, I think actually you already have advantage, don't you, from that?
Yeah, I think we should. $22.
Same.
Wow.
So you can see him kind of looking at the house, looking left and right down the street. You can gather probably looking for someone, and then you can kind of look further down with your enhanced perceptions. You do see another orc walking with a demeanor and a presence to him. shorter than this particular orc, but also like fairly tall. He also has dark brown eyes, and but he has like a leaner face and a pointed chin. His hair is shorter, not to the extent of the other one who's bald, but he has a short brown hair. You can notice like that it's almost starting to gray, but you can see like there are parts where like they are kept like a little bit slightly braided.
This new person is not wearing a guard uniform.
No, they seem to almost be dressed in like what you can imagine would be like finer orcish attire. Like he seems very well kept.
He's not wearing armor. Okay. Is he armed? Does he have a weapon?
No.
Can we tell? Because you said he's just walking down the street, right?
Yes.
Can we kind of like tell where he's going? Like, does he have a clear destination?
You can gather towards Dren.
Okay.
I motioned to Maleka asking, did Dren walk away from the house that we were near?
Not by much.
If this other person got to Dren and they started talking, would we be able to hear them?
I'd say so.
Okay, so I'm gonna motion to Maleka, like, do we stay and listen, or one of us go talk to that guy? And talk to him separately.
I think I would want to stay and listen, because I think we're going to get a lot out of them talking to each other.
Okay. Then I guess we're gonna
Slink back into the shadows.
stay put while in
Sneakily.
earshot. In earshot. Still prepared to step out if someone moves for the house.
Okay. I'm gonna shift focus to the people inside for a moment. The party who is inside, I think that's Gorgon, Missy, and Throden, and maybe Edelweiss would join at some point. I don't remember why he was standing outside.
I thought
Who
he
was
went in
upset?
with Misfortune.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. I thought she brought him in because there was some amount of distress or something.
Healer can't heal.
Mm. Towards like the end of last session, Gorgon and Throden came out of the workshop, right? Or were we still in there?
I think you came out because you kind of looked in there briefly to see if there was anything amiss,
Yeah.
but all you found was Gorgon's father asleep.
Also, the kobolds are inside as well.
Okay.
Where's the windowsill that this bird has landed on?
I don't need to share it with stream, but I'll put you guys on like the Urgnot house map. They're outside somewhere.
Yep.
So the bird would be like on a windowsill, like right here.
Okay. And where's the workshop?
The workshop's up here. That's the entrance.
And most of the people were like in the kitchen, I guess, and that's this.
Kitchen slash, like right here is a counter, so it's not completely separating these two areas. So like this is like one big room essentially.
Okay. Yeah,
I
so
don't
like
have
any
any-
of us could have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also just like a small bird on the windowsill. So I think.
Yeah.
I
Do we want to go
forget
off
who
like
I-
passive perceptions? Are we doing a roll for it?
I think I had you guys roll. I think the whole party saw it. I don't think any of the
Yeah.
actual family members did. Cause there's still Gray, Arha, and Druk. I just don't have tokens for them. I see. I
I
think.
mean, do we
Dren-
want to roll for
Yeah, Dren is
who
here.
saw it first, or do we just want to Wild West it?
Whoever wants to react again.
We just saw a bird on the windowsill, right?
Yes,
It
but it
has,
has like a
like,
parchment in its mouth.
Yeah.
Where's the window?
Right here on the left hand side.
Oh.
And we just came out of this.
Yes.
Oh, there's a bird over there.
I
Nobody
ended up
else?
showing on stream because we were referencing it a lot. But yeah, the bird's
Okay.
here.
I mean, if nobody else goes to walk up and check on it, I guess Gorgon will go ahead and take a look at the bird.
Okay. It's it's a small raven. The window's currently closed, so it's like kind of like pecking at the window.
Smashes through the window. No, there you
All right, making that arm strike.
go. Gorgon goes in and opens the window. Lets the bird
Okay.
in.
It's fun to be a member of the whatchamacallit guild, the boatwright guild. He just came by himself.
The
What's
one
his
who-
face?
The one who gave us all of his
Bran
treasure.
Hornraven?
Yeah. Shows up. He's like, "Hey guys, I had something to tell you, so I figured I'd do it myself."
Alright.
So he kind of hops in, looks up at you, Gorgon.
Oh shoot, I got mail! I go take the parchment from it.
Okay. He lets you have it.
Alright, cool.
And then he kind of like hops back and then flies out through the window.
To give him some breadcrumbs.
Bran.
Oh well.
Isn't it bad to give bread to birds? I know ducks at least.
Is it?
Certain pigeons will explode.
Good to
I need
know.
some bread.
Starch is not good
No.
for birds.
Gosh.
Anyway,
You can't give this information to Alex.
They can't
It's a Google
digest.
search away.
They can't digest it, so
Yeah.
they do expand.
it's kind of like when Jimmy Neutron, the movie, when they like make all the chickens drink soda.
Oh, you just reminded me.
Sure.
Chicken Run.
Yeah, I know. Anybody else remember that in the movies?
I remember it.
Yeah, they just explode. Yeah. Anyway,
Is
what's
this the
parchment?
movie with the pants or the movie with the aliens?
The one with the
Alien.
aliens, they abduct all the parents and things. They're like chickens.
Yeah.
No, they weren't chickens. They were
They were
these blob
yolks.
things. They were yolks. Yeah.
The Yokians.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to your daily Jimmy Neutron lore.
Who was it that didn't believe it was a movie first? I had an argument with somebody recently about this.
I don't know,
Was it
but those
Brian?
pants used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid.
There's some
Anyway.
scary episodes.
Yeah.
I've
Dude,
heard
the
pizza
scary
one was spooky.
The scary pizza episode. I love that episode.
Yes, you did.
Anyway, a scary pizza flies into the room.
What's in the letter? Type. A
Sorry,
brand new
I've-
car.
You're your extended warranty on your car.
Oh my god.
Imagine if the letter was from Ugg.
Oh, I swear to
Adorable.
God. I swear to God.
So I didn't have time to like basically draft a letter. But the general contents are hello. We've heard you've had problem, or it does say like Dear Gorge and Urgnut
Okay.
at the top. But hello, we've heard you've had recent trouble with the leadership of Arawar. And we've heard that you've done a great task in the city. If you are looking for, say the word probably like assistance, or if you want to help make a change, come to this address. And you would know that it's an address roughly like to the south. And then it is signed. Just want to double check the name. The Luga clan.
The Luga clan?
Luga.
Luga.
Was the letter in Common or Orcish or
Orcish.
something else?
Hold on a second, I completely forgot to take out my notebook. Again. Gordon will just read out, and he'll kind of like chuckle that someone is appreciating the deeds that he's done for the city. And then at the end of it, once he finally reaches the end, he'll be like, "Luga? The hell kind of crap name is that?" And that's all he says.
The Luga are they're kind of reclusive, but I think they're kind of known for not liking wow, I can't remember my own names.
Gorkil?
Gorkil. Thank you.
Worked out. Yeah.
This is why you take notes, people.
To help me when I forget things.
Exactly.
Who said that? Was that Druk or Ara? Or Arha?
That would have been Gray. She's also still here.
Heh. Well, at least we have that in common. So anyway, he goes and folds the letter and puts it away. How about that cake?
So, are you going into full cake mode now?
I'm ready for the cake, Tom.
Cake mode.
I'm sorry, it was a lie.
He then puts down his book, and you see everybody else around will see like above the cake recipe standing on the pages, kind of like a translucent like elf in traditional like elven attire similar to Gorgon's pops up, and he'll go ahead and say something along the lines of, one of my favorite recipes.
Justin, I'm gonna assume you and I have made it to the kitchen, or are we still standing in the mudroom?
Oh no, Phil's out. Yeah.
I thought we started all there. I thought we were all there.
Yeah, I'd say you're all in like the same general area.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in the kitchen. I wouldn't say we're all there.
Fair enough.
Gordon, did you just get a letter from a random raven and then put it in your pocket?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not really needed right now.
Gorgon, is that a ghost with you?
He looks down at it and he says, I don't really know. It just sort of happened. It was a little bigger before.
What? Okay, there's a lot to process here.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is there a little man standing on your book?
Yeah, he's standing on the
It's
book.
a little holographic man.
Yeah, kind of like
standing on your
if
book?
you remember like Princess Leia from A New Hope.
Yeah, like a tiny little man.
Yeah, pretty much
standing
like
on
that.
your book.
Well, I mean, Princess Leia was a woman, but yeah, this is a man.
A tiny man. A tiny translucent man standing on your cookbook.
Describing
Okay.
like that makes me think that he's dressed up like Princess Leia.
He's dressed very nicely.
Well, like I said, he's dressed in similar attire to Gorgon.
That's where my head went, Justin.
Yeah.
It's just the CGI Leia from Rogue One.
It's all fuzzy and staticky like the holograms in Star Wars. Help me, Gorgon, you're my only hope. Anyway.
That's not good.
Wait, so what part are we focusing on? Are we focusing on the notes that he's not sharing, or the ghost that's on his book?
Immediately enthralled.
I mean, he
by
shared
this
some of
tiny
it.
man on his book. It's a tiny man reading us a cake recipe. It's a tiny ghost man reading us a recipe for cake.
Someone's in
Justin.
a divine sense.
Okay.
Gotta be sure.
Do I turn undead here?
You don't get anything strange from the little figure.
Okay. Don't worry, it's not undead. I think.
Well, not in your sense.
That makes even less sense, Gorgon.
Makes sense to me.
He's the one talking, not me. I don't know what to tell you.
Your tiny man talked to the rest of the party, but
Yep.
not to Zenny.
Well, I closed the book.
That's pretty rude.
Did you expect anything else from Gorgon?
Pretty rude. I mean, no, but
Is too busy
It wasn't
reading
the
his cake
book's
recipe.
choice. I closed it.
I thought we were better frenemies than.
You just yelled at me the other day for being possessed.
Yeah, you were possessed.
You were
guys
possessed.
live in
How
the same
dare
room.
you? How dare you roll low?
We either agree completely or we're trying to kill each other, and there's no in between.
Yep. Nope. There isn't. Gorgon's a spiteful little. PG-13. Anyway.
Little man.
So are you
Yeah,
making
nice.
a cake?
Yeah. Edelweiss is just writing down the ingredients.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no need for that. I have it all right here. And then he kind of like taps on his noggin and then stomps his foot on the page.
He has it right there, Edelweiss. Tiny ghost man has it all right there.
Gordon's going to attempt to read the recipe.
What does Thornton see? Alex?
It's in Elvish. Does he know Elvish?
So,
So
some strange kind of elvish, I think.
Well, that is
At
where
least you
I
can
did get it from
identify
Salona,
Which one it was.
known for its elves.
No,
That's right.
It's elves.
So are you going to tell us the recipe then, or are you also not going to share that with us?
He's telling you, and the little guy will go ahead and just start like reading off the
The
recipe.
little boy.
I mean, he might have. When do elves reach maturity, Tom?
Like 100.
100.
Yeah, right.
100? Oh yeah, no. So he's a little boy, yeah. In Elvish terms.
He's a tiny
Yeah,
little
he's
boy.
like
Well, I
looks
think
like a
they-
young.
He's a little man.
He's
I
like
think-
he's like a young kid,
I
basically.
think they
So,
physically
Rob-
mature earlier, but they don't become like adults or recognized as such until like around 100.
The
Right.
elvish maturity.
Yeah.
Little-
Like
He's
elves.
a tiny
elves.
little boy.
I forget what age he was. I don't have it written down. We'll say 67.
72.
72? 72.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it was around there.
Why would
Why
Why would Mary
note?
know?
'Cause I wrote it down!
Yeah. You'd think I'd know something
Alright,
about my own
tiny
character.
little boy, we take your recipe.
Because it's in Elvish, Edelweiss is still going to write it down in Common. Oh, tell us the recipe. What is it?
Well, hold on.
I want exact measurements.
Are we
You want
are we
exact
really gonna
measurements?
ask
As how
Alex
units,
to
please.
read
You don't have
a
to
recipe
give
for a
exact measurements unless
No,
there's an
no.
ingredient that you see is like particularly important.
No,
Yeah,
tell you
so
about your cake recipe, dude.
yeah, so so we're gonna need some neurotoxin.
Oh boy.
Dude, what kind of sponge are you making? You making a Genoese? What are you doing?
Mary Berry would not approve of this cake.
Can't have us argue about them. Just kidding, that doesn't apply to cakes.
Yeah, it uses like twice as much salt as it normally does, but then it also uses a particular kind of elvish flour that sort of compensates for it.
Twice as much salt, you say?
Does Crobaton recognize the type of flower that's being called for?
Does he?
Jordan, make a intelligence check. Add proficiency.
That's 12.
You probably wouldn't be familiar with this specific kind, but based on what Gordon's described, at least, you'd probably know at least how to use it.
Would he be able to guess that it probably isn't readily available here?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure this recipe is gonna work out at the moment. Maybe we could find some of this stuff in Boatwright, though.
All right, we're going back to boat ride, everybody. Let's go. Back
Right
up your
now.
things.
The
Right
cake
now.
is for your mom.
It is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All I heard is that you wanted to bake a cake.
Mother, for your mother.
So you cursed at me for a second there because you cut out. and
Yeah,
you were
no,
like,
I know.
"What?"
I watched it. I watched
Yeah.
it, which is why I
Yeah.
repeated.
Yeah. Oh, well. She can wait a few days. It's fine.
My god.
Edelweiss is going to pick up the salt. How much salt are we putting into this?
Well, since we don't have the right flour, we'd probably want to put a little less in than normal. And then the little guy on the book will probably say probably about 2/3 of what we normally use.
Edelweiss is going to pick up a liquid measuring cup. Just start pouring salt into it.
No.
The ghost will also chime in. Maybe not that much.
Man can't hold a fork. He can't measure salt.
Tell you what, Edelweiss, how about you stand over here with the kobolds and you can help?
Ow.
I was literally talking to Justin about how quickly Thorodin was gonna throw Edelweiss out. And I didn't think it was going to be this fast.
I really like that Edelweiss is like, yeah, alright, I'm gonna start doing the salt. And thinking that, like, I'm helping, I'm doing it. And Thorodin's like,
Edelweiss-
no,
Edelweiss
You
just
can
got done having a
help.
mental breakdown over not being able to heal someone, and now he can't even help bake the
He
cake.
can't even bake a cake. What kind of cleric am I?
I'm leaving all of the measurements where they were, and I'm sitting down.
Actually, Edelweiss, if you'd actually like to help, it looks like we're short on eggs. Maybe you could run out and go get some. I'm trying to figure out a way he can't help, so he doesn't feel bad.
Oh, well, Broden was gonna have him help him.
Oh, okay. Well, I
This
thought he
He's
is
was
just
gonna
going to be
babysit
the help.
I thought he was gonna babysit the kobolds.
No, he was like, stand over here with the kobolds and you can help me. That was his plan. He was
Okay,
gonna try and
never mind.
instruct Edelweiss in cookery.
Okay, never mind then.
But yeah, if he's sitting down, that's okay too.
He's like taking a seat wherever he like put down his measurements. He's just gonna sit.
Edelweiss the sous chef, or is it Nur?
Gotta be nerd.
Gotta be nerd.
Alright,
So-
so I guess Thorn will attempt to bake a cake.
Okay.
An elvish cake with orcish
Me
ingredients.
and Malika are working.
Yep.
We are
Hey, we're
too.
working too.
So were they.
Yeah.
Just because
is
we're working
arguably
in
more
the home
important.
doesn't mean it's
We're-
not real work. Okay?
Yeah, we're basically hospice care.
God damn.
This got deep.
Okay, so is Edelweiss trying to help with this, or?
If you put something in front of Edelweiss, he'll do the thing.
Alright. He'll like give Edelweiss stuff to mix. That seems like it's in his wheelhouse. Oh no.
Isn't your spiritual weapon a mortar and pestle?
Tom. While Throden is not looking, Edelweiss would like to pour some salt into the mixture.
Can't believe Mare missed this.
Oh, she got this in a message.
Okay, great.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
Very much so. He's probably gonna start with like a quarter of the cup that he just filled with salt.
Oh my god, we're gonna kill Gorgon's mom just with sodium poisoning.
You're gonna give her
Oh.
high blood pressure on top of a weird magical curse.
Is there a role for this, or are we just rolling along?
Yeah. Does Gordon, like, I'd imagine Gordon assists Throden in, like, it in some way. Yo, your dice is invisible, that's cool!
I know I'm rocking it.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh, you can't use that die. I can't see what you're rolling.
Oh, sorry. How about now?
Alright, so what are we rolling here, Tom?
What if I had Throden roll? I think it is intelligence plus proficiency because he has proficiency in
Yeah.
something. So I
Okay.
think
Well,
it would
wait,
just
but
be.
is Edelweiss like sleight of handing the salt in, or is it just happening?
Is he trying to be subtle about it,
I
or does he
think
just
he
think
is.
it's right?
I think he's just trying to like not immediately catch Throden's eye. Like if it happens, it happens. But like he's just gonna like wait till Throden's turn around and then just go. Psst.
All right,
Could I possibly get advantage because it's my recipe?
but you're not following it exactly.
But
Have you ever used this recipe, or do you just have it?
I'm gonna. I guess I just have it. I guess.
It'll be a
Got
straight
it
up
from
roll
one
for
of
you.
his co-
But plus, you're also rolling to help Throden. Like
Okay.
Throden's the main person here.
Never mind, I didn't need it. It was a natural 20.
Okay.
Never mind.
Edelweiss, roll me sleight of hand.
God, I have a +0 to this roll, so I have to roll a natural 20 then, I guess. That die just fell off the side of my desk.
Isn't just intelligence plus proficiency? So I'm not like doing a perception check. I'm just helping with it.
Yeah, Gordon's just helping. So yours is a d20 plus intelligence. But you're helping Throden, so. Yes,
So
Justin?
24 total.
2.
Oh no.
So, Throden,
Yes.
you instruct Edelweiss on what to mix. You turn your back, and then all you hear is and then you turn around and you see the salt spilled across the counter.
You don't have to mix that Edelweiss. So don't worry, it's not too bad that it's spilled.
Hosh, I told you not to put the salt in here.
You sing like Koj?
Yeah.
He's the only one who understands common. So he just looks up at you like, what? At which point the other kobolds just mimic him. So you just have 3 kobolds staring up at you now.
I'm mixing.
Gordon was about to say something, but at the thought of like Edelweiss blaming the kobolds for it, he just keeps his mouth shut.
As soon as Throden turns around again, I'm going to try one more time.
Oh god.
I'll give you another shot.
I feel you. I've been there.
Oh god.
Throden, once again, you turn your back. This time, a few minutes go by, you don't hear anything, but then you turn around and you catch Edelweiss in the act of trying to add salt to the mixture.
Did you say we needed more eggs, Gorgon?
Yeah. I think we do need some more eggs, as you see both Gorgon and Erevan staring at Edelweiss with a raised eyebrow.
Thornton's gonna take out like 10 gold pieces and hand them Edelweiss, like, maybe you should go get us some more eggs.
How many eggs is he gonna get? 10 gold? He's gonna buy the whole stock in the town!
He doesn't understand money. We tried to teach him and he doesn't know.
He's gonna come back with every egg and every chicken in the town.
Does he get... He might as well get part of the kobold...
He's gonna come back with kobolds.
bank account.
The kobolds aren't giving him any coin.
No, he's gonna come back with more kobolds.
Edelweiss will take the coins and he will leave the building.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay. Does Throden roll for cooking here?
Yes.
And does he have advantage from what Gordon did?
yes.
Okay.
And you don't have disadvantage thanks to Edelweiss.
We just split the party 3 ways.
Alright, so let's say the total's 22.
Okay. We'll get back to that in a little bit.
Yeah. Baking takes time, you know?
Of course.
Hey,
And we have,
Misfortune, why don't you help with the mixing?
so, Melika and Zini. You two have these 2 orcs standing there, beginning to converse. what you can gather is their names are what did I say before? Dren and where'd they go? They were just here. There they are. Dren and Or. OHR. Or asks, did you find them? Dren says yes. And Dren gives some of the details of the party's description, your guys' description. Not giving incredibly detailed descriptions, but general. This one looks spooky. This one's dragonborn. This one's a half giant, Gorgon,
Okay. Tieflings.
and 2 tieflings. And then he goes on to say, there were also 3 kobolds and a giant lizard.
Yeah, there were.
Yeah, there were.
And
The giant lizard is outside the house still.
or looks over. That there is.
Lizard.
Blizzard.
Well, we should probably get on inside. And they will start to make their way towards the house. Zany and Malika, what would you like to do?
We kind of look at each other and like go now. Do we go now?
I
Do we go
guess.
talk now?
Hoods.
We do a chicken down. We don't analyze this thing. Chicken down.
That's the sign for attack. Thieves can just start doing the chicken dance.
I do the PvP sign.
Cannon.
We advance on these 2 orcs coming out from behind this nice person's house, who I hope has gone inside. Yeah, non-threateningly. We gotta trot out from behind the house. Zeddy definitely forgets about her head for a second and has to take it off when we're already in the street. So I don't know if you're tying your cloak into a butt bow, but I'm tying my cloak into a butt bow, I imagine, as we approach.
This
Yeah,
is
I'll
Dren
do
and
the
the other
same,
orc
so it just
walking
makes
up,
it
right?
even weirder.
Not Drenna. Dren.
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 Sorry. I don't know why I thought Dren.
They're close.
Like I said, it's Drenna, but like in disguise.
Okay.
So I guess we trot towards them with excuse me.
They turn around, look down at you.
It's not very nice.
Forgot.
Getting closer to these 2 orcs. Dren is 6'11". Very close to 7 foot.
I'm sorry, I just need to double check my own height.
Are you?
He is
foot
A
shorter.
full foot taller than me.
There we
Got
go.
Yep. Or is 6'7".
Jesus.
Orcs are
Jesus.
Gordon's not, but
Yeah, Gorgon's like a scrawny little runt compared to the other orcs.
and
And
he's
that's why
still
he's dying faster.
decently tall.
He's still fairly tall and buff, yeah.
That's what he tells me.
I mean, compared to a human, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We approach these unreasonable giants.
okay.
Kind of racist, but okay.
Do they
Not
have
all
anything
unreasonable.
to say?
Or speaks up. Yes, may I help you?
The 2 of us think very hard about our the fact that we don't use charisma in our classes, really. I know, Maleka, that's how I'm feeling right now.
I'm born to blend in.
Do they seem to recognize us?
So I rolled for Or. He has not recognized you based on the description he was given. I will roll for Dren. Dren takes a closer look at the two of you. Do you two happen to know a Gorge and Ergonaut?
I am the spookiest person this man has ever seen in his life. How dare he not be like, this is the spooky person that was spoken of earlier?
He saw you guys from a distance.
What does it
Also,
matter if
Wearing
we
the
do?
cloak, so you were just a shadow at that point.
Yeah, but now you can see my not face. I'm sorry. They asked us if we knew the Ergonauts in general or
Gorgon.
Gorgon specifically.
What does it matter if we do?
They kind of look at each other. Or is the one who speaks up. You can tell without like rolling anything that he seems to be the more talkative one of the two. I was instructed to keep an eye on Gorgon for the remainder of his time in our war.
It's an interesting instruction. Who would want that?
The chieftain.
And is there a reason you were going to bother him in his home?
Well, if you know Gorgon, you would know that he has several siblings. Dren and I are two of those. I work directly under Gorkil. Dren's the muscle. We were assigned because we have slightly more stake in this.
Fudge.
Maleka would like to fade back into the shadows. Emotionally. She's not quite gonna do that yet, but my god, she's gonna just look for the soonest moment to get out of there. She feels like an idiot.
I feel like both of us, like, kind of look at each other. This... That's what
Believe me, we mean no harm to Gorgon or any of you.
Can I insight check that real quick?
Sure.
Just
Yeah,
to...
I also want to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's an
What
8
is-
from Zenny.
Okay.
My insight so low. Anyway,
Don't say that.
18.
Great!
Zini, you have no idea. You can tell this guy's like pretty good at talking, so you don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Maleka, you get the very much sense that like, yeah, these guys are family. They don't mean to hurt him, but they have been instructed just to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Zenny kind of shoots, but like, Zenny like looks at them like, I've got nothing, and then shoots Maleka a look, and you can just like see through the eyes. You've seen her enough that she's definitely looking at you like, I don't know what's going on. What do you think? But just eyes.
I kind of like give her a little nod to be like, I think it's okay. We don't really have to worry about them. I'm gonna... Oh, I want to say something to them. Sorry, I got confused because I feel like I can't usually see this much of a thing that's on my desk. We apologize for seeming a little mistrusting, suspicious. We didn't know that you were more of Gordon's siblings. I keep thinking we've met them all, and then we haven't.
Yeah, suddenly more.
But you can imagine how a stranger trailing us across the city might be a bit alarming.
Yes, you should kind of work on your tailing, sneaking even.
Or kind of just nudges Dren. In all honesty, someone we're instructed to follow, we should make them feel at least a little bit uneasy, but our apologies.
I mean, well, I don't know.
I understand that at least you two are strangers in a strange place. I don't imagine you've been here very often, if at all.
Who gives that away?
Two people fitting your description tend to stand out.
Oh yeah, how about now?
You'd become just nothingness and glowing eyes. It was a joke, but this also proves my point.
Well, I guess we can't keep you from entering your own home.
Yes, we'd prefer if you didn't.
I'm trying to decide if Zenny would ask this or not. When there have been discussions about Gorkill coming to check on their mother, was it to the whole group that was said?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think that was when you were in the office, yeah.
Okay.
I think they got maybe a little bit more detail, the people who were in the room, but I think Gorka mentioned that he had visited
Okay.
the entire group.
Okay. I'm sure that Gorgon didn't mean to cause any commotion. Actually, no. That I'm sure that he did mean to cause commotion, but he didn't do it maliciously. Gorkill was more than a little upset about it.
I mean, when you put on display, forgive me for putting it all on all of you, but that your group displayed, people get to talking.
Sorry, I do backflips. Since her family work so closely with him, excuse me if this is rude to ask, but are you confident that Gorkill has done everything he could for your mother?
Make a persuasion check.
We can figure out how much of a Percy Weasley these guys are.
That was a nat 20. 21 total.
Okay. He has a lot to do around art where I don't think I don't think he would necessarily quit on any singular person, should they need his help. I know there was a time where he did give our mother a good amount of attention, but nothing did seem to work. As far as I know, when he has time, he still looks into things that might be able to cure her, but it's hard to say that he's given everything he can just for this one person. But I have no doubt that he would give everything that he had for any of us.
Which one of the siblings do you think sleeps with the boss?
Oof.
Just.
Why not both?
I'll go with those.
That answered my question. Thank you.
As rude as he was to us, he sounds like a good leader.
I'm sure he was only rude because he was concerned. He doesn't want anyone being a danger to the people of Arwar.
I hope what we found about fiends is somehow helpful to him.
I do as well. I don't know much about that, but hopefully it helps. We should all go inside.
Yes, I'm sure Gorgon will be so excited that you're here and we can walk to the house.
Yeah, I haven't gone to see him yet. So as you all walk towards the house, you see an Edelweiss walk out.
Otherwise, where are you going?
I have
like, a
to
little
go get
basket?
eggs.
Does he have a basket?
Yeah.
I don't know if he should. I might join him. Otherwise, do you want company?
Yeah, sure. Aziz. I look down at the guards. Aziz, God's bothering you?
Down! I got my tall
T-pose
guy.
on him. Assert dominance.
You forget, Edelweiss is 7'8".
Oh, I know. Edelweiss, these are two more of Gorgon's siblings.
Oh.
They work for Gorkill. And live here.
Oh.
To be clear, Or speaks up. I don't live here anymore. Dren still does, but I did live here for most of my life.
Is it?
You heard the
I'm
man.
very sorry. Is it rude of me to ask how old you are?
18?
Who says that?
They're all the same
They're all
age, Mary!
And you don't. Oh, you're right. I should have already known that.
They're octuplets!
Why don't you live there anymore? Zeddy cannot seem to process why you would move out at such an incredibly early age.
You know, before
Why
100,
only
yeah.
one of them would move out and incredibly rich.
So he's the one sleeping with the boss.
There we go. That's it!
There it
It all,
is.
it all comes
There
together.
we go.
We picked up your clues, Riddle Master.
We solved the sleeping.
Anyway, I'm gonna go with Edelweiss and make sure he doesn't buy a house.
I'm gonna
10 gold.
go inside.
That's 10 gold more than I had before.
Yeah. I need to deduct that. Hold on.
Oh, I should probably add that.
Am I wrong? Did do the Urgonauts not have chickens on their property?
No.
what
Okay.
this is about.
I'm crazy.
Even if they did, Crobaton would have tried to send Edelweiss to buy some.
Rude.
I will point out that Drenna does own a wolf.
Oh,
Fair.
you know.
It doesn't mean you can't have chickens. Like, the wolf's gotta eat somehow, you know. They just buy
Hey.
chickens every day.
Sounds expensive.
I mean, pets are expensive.
You ever accidentally let your wolf get into your chickens in Minecraft? It sucks.
That's
Have
how
you
he
ever?
Yeah, accidentally.
eats.
In Minecraft, yeah.
Only in Minecraft though. This is a bad joke. We gotta move on. We gotta go.
Money than I thought.
Really?
How much do you have?
What? Oh, I meant in real life.
Oh,
Guys
Oh, in
own
real
chickens
life?
and
Oh, I was like checking. Oh, wow, you do have significantly less. Never mind. Either way.
What do you have?
I have significantly
Ch-
less.
Me, yeah.
Justin, I did all the math. You should know how much money you have.
Oh no, because I spent some on diamonds.
Well,
Right.
excuse me.
Oh wait, yeah. Why does everybody have like?
well,
why does
you've
Gordon-
been hoarding your coin.
That's a good point.
This is true.
Yeah.
That's a good
Buy
point.
some spell scrolls, wizard.
No.
Or paper, wizard.
Buy some spell scrolls.
I have a spell book. I'll write everything in there. Gorgon starts writing on double pages.
Writing on top of spells.
He flips the book upside down and writes in the margins of each of the lines a new spell.
Oh my god.
I used to do that in high school because I never wanted to go buy a new text or a new notebook. I would just write over my old notes.
How did you finish a notebook?
What?
How did you finish a notebook?
I have very big handwriting.
So at the start of the Civil War, flip.
Yeah. My notes weren't the best. Anyway.
Alright, so Wycey and Zenny are going on an adventure.
Zinnia's
Going on
determined
an
not to be
adventure.
inside.
I don't. What if Missy tells everyone that the cake has another purpose? What am I gonna do?
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason we're actually making a cake, Mayor.
Take a second.
It's been a long
I know.
week.
Thank you.
Has it been a week since we
I think it's been
played?
2 weeks.
It's been a long time.
Hasn't it? It's only been a week.
1 week?
I think it's only been a week.
Christ.
I don't
You
remember.
had
I think
a
it was 2
premiere
weeks.
on
What is
YouTube.
it?
It's only been 1 week, but we're acting like we haven't played for 2 weeks.
Because we're so used to not playing every.
But yeah, I think the point of making the cake was actually to distract Gorgon from the fact that you guys were gonna go stake out the guards.
Partly.
Misfortune lied and said that we're doing it for Gorgon's mother.
Yeah, we're doing that so that we don't just tell everybody that it's Zeniria's birthday. Or was.
Wait, there's two falsehoods happening here?
Gonna
There are
lie.
many layers to
we
this
don't
lie.
need to figure
Like
this out.
a cake.
Actually,
There's
so
a lot
wait,
of
it's
layers.
and we're actually making the cake for Zeniria and not Gorgon's mom?
This
she'll
is why
have-
you
she'll
write
get to
notes.
have
I mean,
I'm just imagining.
Rodin's making it for Gorgon's mom, so that's where his head's at.
Yeah, no one but the girls know
Yeah.
about Zeniria's birthday.
I'm now imagining the cake having a strange Shadowfell theme.
I don't know why I did it this way. It just felt right.
For
Vernon,
Gordon's
can you-
mom.
Vernon, can you make?
Why
Can you
are-
get purple icing? Purple. Purple.
Why did
Make
we
it
need
purple.
why did we need black food coloring again for the batter?
Why is there a creepy mask on top?
Because making purple is actually really hard for food coloring.
I thought it was red plus blue.
No. Red plus blue never equals purple. Not even in
I'm
paint.
not sure if this is appropriate for my sick, dying mother.
Purple is the color of royalty. Oh god, yeah, it's very
Oh,
death
okay,
themed.
death.
It's death themed.
It's the shape of a common.
There's a hearse on top of it.
I have concerns about this design scheme.
I love it.
I just said purple. I don't know where the gravestones came from. I don't know why there's a little Grim Reaper on it. That was not me.
It says in cursive icing, "Rip Gorgon's mom."
Not even her name,
Doesn't even
just Gordon's mom.
It's not even for her. Oh my god.
P.S. Happy birthday, Zaneria.
There's a card that goes along with it that says "My condolences."
And it's not signed to anyone, so it could be to the family or to Zaneria.
They hired a clown, but it's just Pennywise.
The greatest birthday party I've ever heard of.
Her name's Shagar, by the way, if anyone was curious.
I knew that.
Yeah.
The
I
clown.
also,
No,
was curious.
Gordon's
Gordon's
mom.
mom.
That's my mother, you son of a bitch!
What happened to PG-13?
Sorry, you son of a witch!
How would you talk about my mother like that?
No,
When
they
you
say the
edit
B word
the
in
episode, you can
PG-13.
very easily just clip.
You are allowed one
Uh,
F-bomb and everything else is okay.
Yeah.
You could just clip you saying witch and make it say, son of a witch. No, this is PG-13. Sorry, son of a witch.
Yeah.
So, Edelweiss and Zanera go to buy eggs.
Tom, I just, as a side note, we don't need to roleplay this.
Mhm.
I have been
Oh.
rolling constantly d20s, and all of them have failed. Edelweiss is buying quail eggs.
What can I do to remedy this?
You can watch.
She's going to be there.
I was looking forward to the roleplay of how Edelweiss came to this decision.
What?
I was ready for like a session of Edelweiss just like role-playing through a market trying to buy eggs.
We've spent so much time making this cake. I just need that to be known.
What?
All
What
eggs
can
are the
I?
same size to Edelweiss because they're all small to him. He
I
has
told-
no...
This is a very important question. What can I roll to see if I know enough about baking
Oh
to
no!
stop this from happening?
Wait!
It's
The
intelligent.
extraplanar being who might not have regular eggs on her plane is going to try to stop me from getting quail eggs.
Yeah, someone stops you grabbing the chicken eggs.
Yeah,
You
she
want
technically-
just intelligence
She has to
save?
know stuff about baking because she could just assume we sent you out to get eggs.
I
Yeah.
might. He said eggs. I feel like
Yep.
it's assumed that we mean chicken eggs.
You know that, but does Zaneria know that?
Doesn't need to know that. Well, an intelligence save to see if she does.
1.
That's a 6
Yes.
on my egg check.
Edelweiss found eggs.
And Elias is getting eggs. He's doing a great job. I make sure he doesn't buy like too many. I don't know what too many is.
But he gave me
Too
10
many
gold.
quail eggs? Oh, it's not enough.
I would like to
Yeah.
point out that according to the trade goods section of the player's handbook, 1 chicken is 2 copper. 1 chicken.
Oh my god.
I understand prices, so I'm gonna stop him from spending more than like gold. 1 gold. We're gonna come back with 1 gold worth of eggs. And it's gonna
You
be
stop him at the point where
way
his
too
basket
many.
starts to overfill.
Yeah.
They're quail
Don't
eggs.
put all your eggs in
Gold,
one
you get
basket.
Gold. Yeah, I think it's just overfill before you get to the 1 gold part.
Oh my god. This is going poorly.
Does Edelweiss stop when his basket is full? Like, we know money doesn't mean anything to him. He doesn't understand the baking, but does he understand to stop when the basket is full? Otherwise, imagine it's a basket full of flowers. Imagine it's a basket full of flowers. Now, would you stop?
There's a lot of flowers to put in a basket.
I wouldn't stop if it was a bet.
If we're putting the same number of... There's the one.
Justin... I don't want
gotta stop rolling for this.
No, he's smart enough to understand how to put things into a container.
I think he'll put an entire basket and then hold one, because he doesn't think he can hold more than that.
Sorry, his hand can't hold more than 1 quail egg?
He doesn't...
He wants...
No, the basket can hold an
Right.
extra quail egg on top of all the ones he's already put in.
Right.
So it's just a basket plus 1.
I have not baked in 100 years. What's wrong with her?
You're fighting a war that happens, I guess? I don't know. I haven't read
That
the backstory.
happens, I guess.
For the last 3 years, that's it. What was I doing?
Right,
What's I doing?
97
Training.
years was training.
100 years.
Okay. Just to speed this up a little bit.
Now you-
Otherwise, how many eggs do you want to buy?
We'll soft cap it at 20.
20. Okay.
That's not bad.
That's 5 copper. Zeneria, you would know that at most this is like a silver. Otherwise, what do you present as payment?
Mm-hmm.
4 gold.
Oh.
Zen watches him count this and like, you know what? I got it. And I pay the nice person.
Okay, just knock off a silver.
Great.
So now you two can head back. Unless there's anything else, any other bad decisions you guys want to make before you go back.
Let's see what the dice guys say. No,
This has been tiring.
I like the image of a sea of already tall people, and then Edelweiss, followed by Zeneria. I literally can't be seen. I'm practically invisible under the shadows of all these tall people.
You can put your hood on.
I won't, but I'll think about it. I usher my tall man back to the house.
Okay. So while they're gone, Maleka and also Dren and Or, they entered the house. For simplicity's sake, they walk in to a somewhat frantic kitchen of Throden trying to bake a cake.
Oh, friends!
Hi. Sorry, I'm trying really hard to
Hello.
move my icon and just moving the map a million times. Shoop. There we go. Hi. What? What's going on here?
We're baking a cake!
Oh.
Edelweiss is getting eggs!
Oh yes, I did hear. Zeniria's going with him.
Yeah, where did you
okay.
guys go anyway?
I'm gonna kind of. When I say like Zeniria's going with him, I'm going to also kind of turn around and see where the siblings are, and if they are standing next to me, or if they have said anything about their presence.
They would have walked in and been very confused. This is probably like the most amount of people that they've seen in this house in a long time.
Yeah. Gorgon also looks very confused as to who this is in his house.
So I'm also gonna respond to Gorgon and be like, "Oh, we ran into your brothers."
Hello, Gorgon. I'm Or, and this is Dren.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to your home, Ergnauts.
Thank you, and you are?
Vith Rodin. And this is Koj, and Revos, and Nur. And that was Clamor outside. You probably saw him. He's pretty big.
Yeah, we saw the lizard. Hello, Trojan.
Hello!
You see, Dren kind of lead in towards, or I thought he said his name was Biff.
Buddy.
Wait, who said that to who?
Dren said that to Or, because Or responded as Hello, Trojan.
Yeah.
Apparently he gets how Dragonborn name themselves.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
We're
I'm
making-
baking a cake with help. I'm gonna gesture to Gorgon
Oh. Yeah. Good.
and the kobolds. And is Misfortune helping?
I'm making the icing that's purple.
We'll gesture to Misfortune as well.
If everyone else is allowing it, I won't question it.
Well, no one said no.
I don't think we asked. I'm genuinely, realizing now, I don't think we asked.
Nah, we just said let's bake a cake, and we're baking a cake.
Gray shouts out, I'm fine with it.
God, cool. You'll get a slice.
Everyone who's okay gets a slice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big cake.
I mean, well, Orcish Kitchen, I assume it's a big oven.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big family.
Yeah, they had to feed octuplets out of this.
I mean, it is a tiny hovel, so
It's
Everybody
not that
gets-
tiny.
everybody gets toast and coffee every morning. So, how do we do baking this cake, Tom? Oh, we're still
We already
waiting for-
rolled.
Yeah.
Now it's just the waiting game.
We're all standing there staring at the oven.
We're staring at the microwave.
Dren is staring at the microwave because it's like a little bit hotter. But Thornton, from what you can tell, the cake does seem to be coming out well. Like once it's in like the actual like baking phase. But eventually, Edelweiss and Zeneria come back.
With the eggs.
Successful in our mission.
Feeling confident. Hello, knock knock. We've got eggs.
Oh shit.
Hello.
But I let Edelweiss just go first. He could take the brunt of the whatever. I've been hiding
Whatever.
behind. I've been hiding behind him. It's the only way I haven't gotten trampled.
I'm just
And
deciding
guess
whether the eggs are actually small or if they look small because Edelweiss is carrying them.
And guess what? We didn't even use your money. And
Oh.
I'm gonna give him back his 10 gold.
Thanks. You could have kept that, but alright.
It's already gone from my inventory.
One of the kobolds kind of looks up like, free money.
Why is he come in the house? Standing outside like a weirdo.
Rodin is gonna give the kobolds 4 gold pieces. Because technically, this is money he's getting, and he gives them a third of everything he gets.
Oh my god.
It's not really how it works, but okay.
It is how it works in his head.
Hey, Throden, can I borrow some money? I'll give it back to you immediately.
Well, sure. How much are you asking for?
What you got?
500 gold.
That's a lot of money to borrow. What do you need it for?
I just need to give it back to you real quick. Watch this.
Okay, and he's just gonna instruct the kobolds to exchange this coin over while he deals with the eggs. And they will
might take
deliver
it
to you
for another
500 gold pieces.
Oh
Cool,
god.
he keeps it. No, I'm just kidding. He gives it back immediately.
Alright. The kobolds give it back to Throden.
I didn't expect that to be played out, to be honest. But anyway, we're here now.
He's got legs to deal with, leave him alone.
So anyway, here's Urgnotwall.
Yes, the wall of orcs standing in the kitchen.
Yeah. There's just a
Urgonot
lot
wall.
of orcs all standing in the kitchen, looking at an oven, waiting for the cake to be done. Have they ever had cake before? Does it seem like they've had cake before?
They probably had cake before.
But elven cake?
It's
Why not
also
elven
not
cake?
elven cake.
Isn't
Yeah, but this is like
yeah.
Elven cake, prepared by a dragonborn.
And an-
Going well
and
off
an el-
recipe.
And an elven hologram.
There's an
Uh,
elf present.
The elf. Oh yeah, the elf is present.
He's
You
not
would-
helping.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Xenera, you would see that the little apparition is back.
Oh. Who the hell are you? Gordon's not ghost.
Not undead, don't worry.
No, I checked.
Oh. I wouldn't have spent a divine sense if I'd known that.
Sorry, I met him this morning.
My name's Aravan.
Oh. He didn't introduce himself to me this morning.
That's because Gorgon closed the book.
That's not very nice, Gordon.
Mm.
Why do you have a ghost elf? Did we discuss this yet?
Not a ghost.
A not ghost elf.
Well, I was just in my room alone last night, looking over some notes, trying to blow off some steam, and maybe through a couple pints of ale later, I accidentally misthumbed some things, and Aravan came out.
I think it was 6 pints of ale.
I'm concerned that we can all see his alcoholic hallucinations.
That's a good point. Little tiny boy has been helping us.
Or just
or
created
tiny
life
little
out
boy,
of a
sorry.
drunken accident.
Tiny little boy has been helping us.
happens.
Yeah, you're right. That does happen.
Great. And he's helping you bake cake?
Yes,
What do you-
tiny little boy has been helping us. Bake.
What are you baking cake for, Missy?
Gorgon's mom.
Good answer.
What else would we be making a cake for?
Insight check?
No.
If you're gonna do that heavy-handed wink?
I didn't wake. I don't know what you're
I
talking
know
about.
Misfortune did. For Gorgon's mom? Could I do an insight check? Or are we just gonna keep on going?
I didn't wink.
Oh, okay, never
Meredith
mind
wonk.
then. Okay,
I wonk.
Okay, fair enough.
I wonked.
I wink wonk.
What's wonky?
Bad.
This cake. So do we successfully make a cake? Are we just gonna stand here awkwardly while it happens?
It takes a little
This entire
while
session
for
been about
a cake.
baking this cake.
What does it take
This is
for?
the
cake in the oven,
keystone
that's
of the
why.
whole campaign right here, guys.
I mean, it depends what size pans you're using for your cake.
How many layers?
It shouldn't be more than like 20 minutes in the oven.
You shouldn't be baking multiple layers.
Well, you know, you put one layer in at a time.
Oh,
Doing like, you know, if you have multiple pans. What shaped cake are we making?
It's a tombstone.
Hey! I love it. Inappropriate! But
It's one of those things where the pan is so bent up and
Yeah.
dented from use of use that when it comes out, we're like, does this look like a coffin to you?
we're like, trivia, just make it an oval.
Someone get a knife. Cut the
just trim
corners
it,
off.
trim it, it's fine.
It starts as a coffin, and then it ends up looking like a weird fish.
That's better, I guess.
I imagine Jordan would cut off some of the sides with his greatsword.
He'd use a knife.
It's a great sword.
He's proficient in, you know, cutlery.
But he's also proficient in a greatsword.
He has some decorum. Come on now.
Decorum.
Well, assuming nothing else happens, can we just skip to the cake being done?
Yeah, to handing
Yeah, sure.
someone cake.
If no one else has anything for the remainder of cake making.
Once it comes out, and, you know, cools enough, we'll offer to let have Edelweiss and Missy help with the icing.
Put salt in the icing. I can almost feel it.
I'll just stand on the wall to stay out of the way.
I beg of you, don't. I don't know if you understand if standing on the wall would take up more horizontal space than you think it would.
Jenny's mind, she's helping.
Sadie like gets the idea of putting her foot on a wall, and Missy like without missing a beat turns around like, no, put your foot down, go over there.
You keep
Not
marking up
even,
the
she
walls.
just takes the foot off the wall.
You keep marking up the walls. How are they gonna clean that? Or you
Don't let
raised
my-
in a barn? Stop
I
putting
don't
feet
let
on the
my
wall.
slippers get dirty. Thank you. I'm wearing ballet slippers. They're very clean.
Yeah,
Right.
you who wears them on the
Very
sides
clean.
of
Are you
buildings.
kidding? You just walked around town in those.
Sides of buildings are not as dirty as the ground.
I
I
No.
disagree.
You were obviously raised in a barn. Sit down.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, I was raised in the Shadow Realm. Thank you.
A shadow
enough.
barn.
Yeah, I think the Shadowfell is just too dirty for you to see how. Or sorry, it's
Too dark
wow.
for you to see how dirty
Too
it is.
dark for you to see how dirty it is.
Too
Is
dirty
what
to
I
see
meant
how
to
dark it is.
say.
Wow. All right. So there's just some rude things you said about my home, and the cake comes out of the oven and it looks great.
Man, I know.
God, it was
I know
like
we were fighting
it's
last
like
night, but
talking to my
Jesus,
younger
guys.
siblings. Do you know how many tiny tieflings climb up walls on their own will? Don't do
I
it.
thought that was Meredith talking about her siblings.
My
I was
bad,
like, don't
man.
let Peyton hear you. She's like right there.
I was just on the wall.
So
I put on the purple icing.
I'm standing on the ground.
I'm gonna pull. Sorry, I'm gonna talk to Zini for a hot second.
Oh, God.
I want to ask her in private if we think it would be a good idea to tell Gorgon that Gorkill is having us tracked. Or if we think it's going to just blow up in our faces and he's going to get too aggressive about it. We shouldn't tell him at all.
that second one.
Yeah? Okay.
I say that deeply and sincerely as someone who's I think, quite good at getting too aggressive and having it blow up in our faces.
Alright, cool. That's all. Go back to fighting with my sister now.
No, she won.
Damn right she did.
I don't.
I'm making
I
you a
don't.
damn birthday cake.
I don't do what? I don't really.
Eat it.
I fight by
What?
hitting things. Does she say birthday cake out
No,
loud?
I Missy wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Alright. We've got a cake.
We got cake and we make it.
Whoever's
we
putting on
cut it-
icing, give me a dexterity check.
What? Icing is hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Icing
think
is
it
hard.
requires more strength.
Can Throden attempt to help them?
Yes.
Okay.
He can add proficiency.
Yeah. Oh boy.
7.
Alright.
7.
That's a 21 for Throden to help.
Okay.
Whoever wants to help, I guess. Or can he help both of them if he's like guiding them through the process?
I'd say
Who's the
he can
second
help
person?
one. Otherwise.
Gotcha.
Is Edelweiss doing it? He didn't say he was.
I wasn't planning on it. I don't.
Okay,
have
then
food.
he'll just help Misfortune.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can roll again.
11.
So, icing is hard.
Yeah.
But, Thornton, you're able to, like, help guide Misfortune to stay, at least, like, even with everything. Like drawing some lines that are a little squiggly, but for the most part, maybe it's a stylistic choice.
Or
They
it's
call
just a
that
cake.
rustic.
I don't know. Cakes don't need. The icing doesn't need to look good, does it? Okay, eat it!
Meredith,
Yummy.
who hates icing.
I hate icing. It's disgusting.
Well, presentation is important, but so
Why?
is
We're
thought.
gonna eat it. My dad does a very bad job with the icing. It doesn't matter, because my siblings are animals.
Mm.
Wow, you saying my siblings are animals? Jeez.
Yeah.
Little racist, but okay.
Technically, we're all animals.
Wow, are you saying that your family's better than their family?
Yep.
My family's. I said my family are animals.
You met most of these people today.
I said
fuck
my
off, Gorgon.
siblings are animals.
Missy the whole time is just like, I didn't
I'm not-
fucking say anything about your. What's
Chill
happening?
out.
I'm talking about my siblings.
I'm talking about Gorgon's siblings.
Alright, who wants to
Zeniri gets
give?
first.
What?
No,
Zeniri gets
why?
first slice.
No, why?
Sure.
Have you
Yes.
ever had
Yeah,
cake
sure,
before, Zeneria?
Yes.
I don't think she has. I think she's lying.
Yeah.
I don't
Have you
know
ever
why
had
she'd lie,
this
but she can
special
have the first
purple-
slice. I was just gonna ask who wants to give it to Mrs. Arknot.
Zeniri has to make sure it's not poisoned first before we hand it to the mom.
That's
But you were here the whole time. You would know if it's poisoned.
I wouldn't.
I don't
was
always-
busy
What?
mixing
Erevan
the
would know it's
icing.
poisoned. And then he looks at Erevan for a response.
I can't taste it.
See?
I'm a little
You can't
hurt
taste
that you
any-
think I poisoned this. I don't have any reason to do that, Misfortune.
You're definitely right. Yeah. Zeniri should still try it though.
Well, like I said, that's fine.
Alright. I guess then he's gonna take a slice of cake. And find a corner to eat it.
Just as long as you're not upside down.
She's
while
just
doing
hunched
it.
over in the corner, like the back to everybody.
She's just shoving it under her mask. Shoving
Yeah,
a
I
fork
don't-
under her
I
mask.
don't think Zeniri has ever had a cake before, guys.
Yeah, there's no way.
Uh,
Does anybody want to give her a fork? I'll give her a fork. He walks over and then hands Saneria a fork and is like, this might make it a little easier.
I know how to use a fork. I know how to eat cake.
And
I
she's
just
not Edelweiss.
I just need to jam the fork under my mask.
Okay.
I think the impression you were giving is that you just walked into the corner and started
Yeah, I
using
think
your
it's
hand.
No. I'm taking a bite of cake and
Just
then
one
like
big-
getting it under the mask.
This is good.
Cake.
Look at me eat
Well,
this
I-
cake with my elvish teeth.
Tiny little boy should get a slice. Little tiny
He
boy.
just said
Wait,
he can't
which,
taste.
which order was it?
What?
I don't remember whether it was tiny little boy or little tiny boy. I think it's tiny little boy.
Tiny little elf boy.
Yeah, tiny little. Because little insinuates age. And he's tiny right now, so tiny little boy.
Okay.
Adjectives.
Missy's just like in the corner, like little tiny little. Can you taste things?
Wait,
I can't
which
taste
one
it.
which one is insinuating age and which one is insinuating size?
Holy
Tiny.
crap.
Tiny.
Little is age. So when he's big again, he'll be big little boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good.
I'm glad we got this worked out.
I just had to Google the order of adjectives because there's an order. You're good.
Anyway.
That's what we're working on. I'm just. Oh, and I'm weird for shoving cake under my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
yeah.
of it?
So, who's bringing it up to Mrs. Argnott?
Well, I suppose it should be me.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I don't think the rest, like, I think only the boys have met the mom. I'm not gonna about to walk and be like, hey, what's up? I'm Missy, here's cake.
Yeah.
What's up, Mama Ergnot?
You only
My
need to
name
know me
is-
as the cake person.
Yeah.
Frodo's
I'm the
also just
cake
asking
fairy.
the, siblings of, the Argnott
I-
siblings who wanted to do it.
Yes,
Or if they wanted to go up together
I
or
figured.
something.
Well, I do believe Gorgon, the one who's not been here for very long, should be the one to do it. Drenna, perhaps you can. You're the one who usually takes care of these things. And yes, I can. And so Drenna will go first, kind of make her ready, and then Gorgon can bring it in.
Alright. So I go ahead. I bring it in.
You walk in like that.
Yeah, so I bring it
What
in.
do they teach you in Solana?
This is how you
Goes
walk like
everywhere.
elves, Mom. God.
Walk like an Elvish-ian.
An elvish.
Like
It
an
was,
Egyptian.
it was a good attempt.
Mm. But yeah, Gorgon will actually kind of like bring it in rather like cordially and reserved.
Okay. She accepts it. You notice that like she's like taking her time with it, but she seems to be able to eat it fine. Thank you. I was wondering what that smell was.
Yeah, it's a recipe I brought back. Aha! It's a recipe I brought back from Salona.
It's good. Needs more salt.
I'm gonna throw up. How
And
could
the
you
wife
say
can never
that?
know.
How's the egg situation?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
never
how does
needed
that-
eggs.
Yeah, how does that always feel that we just finished baking the cake right as it came in with all the eggs?
Edelweiss is in a different corner. Just sitting.
Anyway, after he's done with his mother, Gorgon will come out and I guess we'll sit down with with his brothers. What was it, Dren and Orr?
Huh?
And he's like, So what do you two guys do around here?
Well, I work in the office of the chieftain.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I heard you haven't had great interaction with him.
No.
Dren here is kind of my partner in this. He's kind of the muscle. I don't usually take care of fighting very often.
Fair enough.
So, tell me about yourself. I've only heard what Gorkil's told me, and some of it wasn't in the greatest tone.
Nah, I'd imagine a lot of what he said would have just been a load of crap. Well, I'm a professor at the prestigious University of Salona. I am an archaeologist, cartographer, and chronicler. And I've written several books.
Impressive.
Yes, I know. And he smiles.
Dren looks a little confused. You might have lost him already.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Can be the third him, bro.
This is really just the quest for the third him, bro. The Fellowship of the Bros. One him to rule the bros.
So, I know Drenna was the one who brought you back here, but, what made you leave Salona?
I am fundraising.
For?
My next big dig, you see, a lot of dig sites nowadays after some of our recent hauls has left the funds of Salona, the university in Salona, rather depleted. And our next dig site would involve opening up one of the Titan vaults. I have a few theories about what they might be able to lead to. So I've been essentially traveling around collecting funds for an expedition. And then eventually I ran into Throden, and we had to go ahead and track down a thief who stole a rather rare artifact from a museum, and then I met everybody else. Boat right.
Sounds like, you've been busy at least. I'm glad you could take the time to come home for some time.
Well, I was across the bay, so yeah. Is it a bay? Or is it a strait?
Shit.
It's probably like in terms of
Or
like
is it like a
distance, it's probably
sea?
closer to like a sea, but I'd call it an ocean. My world's not scaled well.
Alright. Gordon does that, whatever the proper
Yeah,
term is.
sure.
Fortune says a smart person thing. We're too dumb to know.
Yes,
course.
exactly. Gorgon says many smart things.
But,
He has 3 brain cells, one more than me.
Wow, 3 brain cells?
Yeah.
That's more than I'll see in my lifetime. It's, that's fair, I suppose. Not much goes around here. This recent debacle is kind of the most interesting thing that's happened in quite some time since Orc has taken leadership.
Yeah. How did that exactly happen?
Well, he found his deity at a young age. practiced channeling their power, worked his way up through the ranks, and earned the leadership role.
And then everyone in Ardwar just followed his lead.
Well, yeah, there was some time, some transition. He was a favorite amongst the people. I know you haven't seen eye to eye with him, but he has done a lot of good things for our war.
Fresh paint on an old house does not make the house new. That's all I'll say on that.
Making the house new does change its structure.
Gorkill, I've only seen paint.
And I've seen the structure. I'm not here to convince you, but he is my employer, and I would stand up for him as long as I know he's doing right.
Gordon just doesn't really say much after that.
Is there more cake?
Who wants more cake?
That Dren.
That seems like a
It
Dren
was
thing to say.
Or breaking the silence, but Dren also looks excited.
Trying to spend the whole conversation like, is there more cake? Ooh!
Is there anything anyone else is doing now? What do you guys want to do next? We only have about 15 minutes or so. So even if you have a direction that you guys want to head at this point.
The one thing I'd want within this little cake eating area is that at some point during it, Koj is going to go over to whatever corner Scenaria is hiding in. Just kind of wrap his arms around one of her legs and wish her a happy birthday.
Where'd he get that information?
If you'll recall, when he was on the back of the lizard, he looked around to listen to you guys talking. And you mentioned the guard who was following us, and there were threats of revealing that it was Neri's birthday to the rest of the group.
This is the one who speaks common.
Yep, he's the one that understands common.
She looks at Thronen to see if he was sent or if the kobold has done this on his own accord.
I'd like to imagine that Throden and Missy are eating cake together with a kobold on each of their laps.
Does is Den paying attention, or is he just enjoying his cake?
He is enjoying his cake.
Okay. She just...
Whichever kobold is on my lap, I'm saying cake and draconic, and then in common.
Teach you more cake. I pat his head and say thank you.
He smiles, nods, and then goes back to his little group.
It was Ner is the one who speaks common?
Koj.
No,
Coach.
Koj is the...
Okay.
Yeah. Ner's the dumbest one.
Oh god, okay, so that's good.
And Rivos is the bigger one. His name means cow.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, their names are all pretty terrible. But only 3 of us know what they all mean.
Blurry cat.
After that development, Gorgon will go ahead and ask Zeneria to step out for a hot minute.
You can't roll the dice, thank you though.
The casual
Zeddy-
initiative.
She She did roll an 18. Seti, I guess, finishes her cake.
There's just
And
a whole
once-
bunch of like cake crumbs all over the mask with icing. This scream looks like a smile, like a white.
knows how to eat under the mask well enough
Yeah, I
at this
know.
point.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Just
yeah, she'll go outside with Gorgon. Okay.
Alright. I didn't really want to bring this up in front of the rest of my family right now. Especially after figuring out who some of my siblings worked for. But I found this letter here. And I think we should investigate it. And he'll show her the letter as she reads Elvish.
It's in Orcish.
It's an orc.
Oh, it's in Orcish? Oh my! I'm thinking of my. Sorry, thinking of the spellbook. It's in. Never mind. He reads it out to her quietly, and says, basically, giving the gist of people who are also at odds with Gorkill, and are looking for a change, and to meet them at a specific address on the south side of town.
This is interesting. And a problem.
Why?
It's a couple of problems. First of all, we should not try to cause problems with Gorkill. Aside from how rude he was to us, he has a whole town to worry about. At least from the way your brothers have spoken about him. He's a good leader, he's not a bad person. If this group wants to harm him, I don't think we should have anything to do with that.
That's not why I'd like to go investigate the area.
Yes, but it is
I've
possible that they could feel that would be necessary.
That's true, but where else would the fiends be coming from? This is our only lead right now.
You think that this clan is responsible for the fiends, or that Gorkill is responsible for them?
I don't know. But it doesn't make sense how the entire town seems to be up in arms about them, but we have a secretive group seeking to undermine him.
That happens.
Either Gorkill's hiding something, or this clan here may be the source of what those fiends were.
That a group trying to undermine a leader that happens to any leader, it doesn't matter. But I agree that I want to know more about the fiends. Although my first argument was against them, I do agree that I'd like to know more about this. It would be worth checking out, but your brothers that work for Gorkill can't know, and getting out of the house without them could prove complicated.
That's why I asked you to step out and no one else. You're the best at sneaking around. Gorgon's voice is hard.
Gorgon's voice is
Yeah. You're the one that could pass along the information to the rest of the group, and then we can figure out some way to sneak out together.
That's not a terrible idea. I could definitely get it to Maleka easier. Maleka showed me this thing, this like hand signal thing, and it's very helpful. I don't know if you've seen her use it before, but I was just very excited that we were able to use it. I'm sorry. Yes,
What was it?
It's like a hand signal system. I'm not allowed to teach it to you.
Richard kind of just raises an eyebrow.
Um,
I'm not allowed to teach it to you, but I really thought you should know about it.
Yes, there's this really cool way we could communicate effectively while we're in supporters of somebody we don't like. Or, sorry, but I'm not going to tell you how.
It's top secret.
Actually, it's a secret. Sorry.
Later, you look over and Zeddy and Malak are just like, fuck this guy. Very quiet.
Yeah, later on, you just see them like...
Secret hand signals. The secret.
Like when you're trying to do pig Latin, you think your parents don't understand it.
She pouts in a way that says that she is excited to tell you that you can't hear about it. It's very sarcastic. You can see it's just like the eyebrows are very like, do you want to try to leave in the middle of the night, or...
I think that may be best.
This is... These are normal people that are probably asleep in the middle of the night.
What'd you say?
These are normal people who will probably be asleep in the middle of the night. I guess we could
Probably.
try to... If we go back to the inn and go to bed early, we could attempt to get up very early
It's true.
to make sure that your brothers aren't trying to keep an eye on where you are.
I could always attempt to disguise myself. We could all split up and then meet at the address.
Are you sharing a room with Edelweiss?
No, I have my own room. Otherwise, he would have been the first one to see this, and he opens his book and shows Erevan.
Oh, goodness. I think...
Does he just pop out and go, hello? And then he just kind of...
He kind of just stands astute, like at attention, with his hands behind his back.
He's now a part of the conversation.
Yeah, he's here now.
Midway
Well, I mean,
through.
he always hears it.
I feel like we should be having this conversation in Elvish. Not to retcon.
Yeah, sure.
But
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that we're trying to be secretive. We both know that we speak Elvish.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. If we aren't allowed to have been speaking Elvish, we are now.
Believe me, I rolled to see if anyone was listening.
Well, it's in Elvish, possibly.
They did not listen.
Great.
That cake is really good, guys. Let me tell you. Elves know how
Nailed
to make
it.
sweets.
Alright, since you have your own room, I suppose if you want to go to Edelweiss's room and tell him before going to bed, I could try to tell Dan. And then I'm sharing a room with the tieflings.
Alright, sounds good.
Zenny says that and then has Vietnam flashbacks to the last time she poked her head into Dan's room. And she's very upset. A lot of things flash through her mind.
The viewers aren't quite sure what emotion it is, but it is just an image of Throden surrounded by smoke and a towel. So you get to decide what
Very
the emotion is.
steamy throated.
Oh, and one more thing. I know this may not be much of a present for you for your birthday, but a long time ago you said that you would have had my back in any situation back when we were in, what was it, Miss Crystal, right? That was the town we were in?
Yeah.
That's a place, yes.
With the
Well,
book.
no,
yeah.
I'm wondering if that's the name, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yes.
I just want you to know that, you know, I would also have your back if you needed it as well.
Everyone know.
What?
Why does everyone know?
Didn't Thornton just say it
No.
in front of everyone?
Oh,
No.
did.
Koj went up to her and said it.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
If you arguably could have been nearby if you were waiting to talk to her.
Hold on. Can I just roll a perception check and we can retcon it somewhat?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
We just want this conversation to be perfect.
I just want you to know I've rolled twice so far. Both of them were nat 20s. This whole session. Anyway, it was an.
Gorgeous knows all.
I know. I see everything. But yeah, the little lizard isn't as sneaky as he thinks he is.
The tieflings have yet to spill the secret.
Well, technically they spilled it to Koj.
Without
But
meaning to.
Zeneria was involved, so.
Yeah. It's different. Where are we talking?
I would imagine we were outside.
Are we in the front of the house?
I was thinking like.
I mean, you can place yourself wherever.
Yeah.
Is this the front of the house?
In the alleyway of the house.
Like this is technically where the street is, but this is also
Okay.
like front yard ish space.
This is the parking lot.
Clamber's actually like watching us.
Oh,
Behind my
Clamber's on
shoulders.
this map.
Uh,
Look at Clamber.
It's like the weird.
You
couple
guys
that
are
you
just
see-
out by the stable, and Clamber's like standing there, right, just like chewing on cud or something.
chillin'. Hey, stop. Kitty, cut it out. Cut it out. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm yelling at Clamber.
Are you
Clamber,
guys
shoot.
talking next to Clamber, by the way?
I don't know. Where's Clamber?
Oh, that's a
Like,
good
You
question!
could like just kept outside near the door, I guess. Wherever there was
Okay,
like,
so
space
no.
for him.
I put Clamber on the map if you want to move him to where Throden would leave him.
Because if Clamber heard, Clamber can technically telepathically communicate. I don't know if he can communicate things like it's somebody's birthday.
Well, that also depends on when he started speaking Elfish.
Fair.
'Cause he only understands common.
Anyway, back to our regular programming.
Zeddy makes sure they're not being watched real quick.
Okay, make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Alright, so you peek into the closest window. So you're looking into this room. You don't see anyone. It seems like everyone's still in the kitchen. You kind of peek into Gordon's room. It's dark. You don't see anyone.
No one nearby on the street. Just a lizard.
Nope,
Staring
just the lizard.
intently.
It's a lizard. Zeddy kind of leans up to look and like, she takes her mask off, and says, this is dumb. I kind of didn't want people to have to worry about it, but I appreciate it. I know I kind of beat you up a lot the other day.
Maybe it was warranted.
It might have been last night.
it was
The other
last-
day,
yeah,
whenever that was.
yeah. Mhm.
I'm glad we didn't have to kill you.
Me too. And pats her on the shoulder.
Thanks. Cool. Yeah. I'm startled by lizard. Put my mask back on and go back in the house. We have a plan.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Tom, I reject that statement.
Yeah.
Because it does sound like a deceit. The ship name for Zeneria and Gorgon sounds like a horrible disease.
Wait. Wait.
Put it in
Put
the
it
chat.
in the chat for Twitch.
Can't Zeneria talk to people without needing ship names?
I feel like that happens with Gorgon too. Like anytime Gorgon just like does a one-on-one with someone, it's like immediately shift. I'm like, ah.
Are we flirty? The tieflings have made assumptions about Zed and Den.
That's because you're Zed and Den.
TGX.
I ain't know you were Pokemon cards now.
Then Shin
I
attack.
love it.
But alright, the two of you go back inside. Clamber stays outside, although it looks like he wants to come in.
I give him some scratchies. Zengen impact. That's very
That's
good.
good. That's actually pretty
That's
good.
good in
That
the
was
worst way.
good.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else that anyone wanted to do at the house, or did you want to go forward with the plan of, oh, we're going to go back to the inn for the night, and then we'll proceed from there?
Gorgon will actually seek out Gray personally, and
Okay.
say, "Hey, Gray.
Yeah?
Uh,
Wipes off her face.
I'll probably be heading out sometime tomorrow, but I just wanted you to know that my room is yours."
Really? I don't know if I want to go through the process of moving all my stuff, but I appreciate it.
All the stuff in there is yours too.
What is he
Okay.
putting his affairs in order?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1000%.
Gray was the only one that showed any interest in him. He thinks she's an admirer.
I mean, he does only have like 3 days left, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, also, let me show
He's
you
had
something.
a total of a week left to live since the
Yeah.
campaign started. And
Mhm.
It's a long week.
In 2 weeks.
He'll then go ahead and lead her into his room, and then he'll fish the tacks out of the trash can, and then put it in her hand, and be like, "Put them wherever you would like to go, and go to each one day."
Okay. I'll try to do that.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Then he pats her on the shoulder, shivers a little bit, and then and then rejoins everyone.
She casts chill touch.
Oh, actually, one more thing. He'll rip a piece of paper out of his like spell book, like a blank one, and then he'll copy the spell tongues on it, and then he'll go ahead and hand it to her and says, "Oh, and you may find this useful in your travel when you find yourself able to use it." Do I need to make an Arcana check to see how good I copy it down?
It costs money to put it in your spellbook,
Right.
but that's technically buying materials and fancy ink.
I'd imagine he'd have the fancy ink. He hasn't really copied any down. Like, this is just the ones he got from Level Up. He does have one sheet of parchment paper.
Well, are you trying to do it?
Like in a spell scrolly way?
Yeah, or are
I
you
guess.
just like,
No, right?
writing down the spell?
I'm just writing down the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it wouldn't be useful to her unless she were able to decipher it. So like, there's a few more steps than just
yeah,
I
actually,
can
no,
I can
that's
learn tongues, but yeah.
That's a Gorgony thing to do. Yeah, no, he'll go ahead and like write it down, and she'll have to figure it out later.
Yeah, that's in character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because Alex is familiar, like what Tapio did was he copied spells that were a level that he couldn't copy yet. So he essentially has them to be able to copy later. Like he understands them. He was told how they work. So essentially he has to put them with fine ink into his spellbook.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what this is. She has to do the extra step of deciphering it, when she's able to, and then she'd be able to
Yeah.
possibly use
And then he'll go up to Drenna later, or afterwards, and then he'll do the same thing with Cause Fear, and he says, "Here, once you figure this one out, it'll probably help you out the next time you kill a giant."
I have no idea what this means. But
You'll figure it
thank
out
you.
one day, I'm sure. You're my sister.
To be clear, they cannot cast a spell if it is not on their spell list.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
She'll multi-class one day,
Wow.
I'm sure.
The Urgnot family, wizards extraordinaire.
Yeah, he's planting the seeds. He's planting the seeds.
Okay.
Before the party leaves, Throden is gonna just check on Gorgon's dad. Because it doesn't sound like he ever came out of the workshop.
Okay.
He stopped breathing.
He is still alive.
Good.
Oh, good.
It seems that Gray did put a piece of cake next to him for when he wakes up.
This was a big ass cake.
It had to have been.
Or we all
Yeah.
ate really tiny slices.
It's
They
like the,
only have large cake pans here.
Yeah.
it's like the pizza party where the teacher can only afford 2 pies and has to share it between like 20 kids to 30 kids.
Yeah. You get the
It's
sliver.
really thin slivers.
Is there anything anyone else is doing?
Nope.
Okay. So you all head back to the inn. I think it's 5 silver per room. So however everyone wants to divvy that up. Obviously, Gordon may have to pay for his own because he's the only one in that room.
That's okay. I got money.
Okay. So just make sure like each room's taken care of. Because I think it's the girls, Gorgon. Did Edelweiss have his own room?
The girls' room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think Throden and the Kobolds had their own room.
Yep.
Okay. So if they plan to sneak out in the night to go and investigate this note that Gorgon received, we'll pick it up again next week, hopefully. Mary, you won't be here. Yes.
No, I will not be here.
Okay.
Glad I had the heart-to-heart this session.
Yeah, really.
She's gonna be a little quiet next session, which might be helpful. But yeah, that's it for this session. Thank you everyone for watching. Once again, if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, maybe subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and ring that bell.
Oh shoot.
There you go. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord to know when I and we go live. I mentioned it earlier in stream, but I have a sub goal or follower goal or something. Subscriber goal for YouTube, follower goal for Twitter, sub goal for Twitch. Yeah, where I'll build a Lego thing on stream. Yeah, I think that's it. Mary makes cool art. Mary does make cool art. I always shout it out, even if she's not actively accepting commissions.
just true.
But does anyone have anything else?
No.
All right, then we will see you all again next week, probably. Yeah.
This is the end of Crobaton. We really had a lot of fun, but now it's time to go get gun. It is the end of Crobaton with Tom. The end of Crobaton. Seeing shit with everyone. End of Crobaton with Tom. The end of Crobaton.
Please, what?